Okay. I'd like to make sure that we're live. I'm pretty sure we are. Let me just check the feed. We're going to be looking through a bag of Denvers today to make sure that we're live. There we go. Let me turn down the volume. Yep, we're looking good. All right, what we have is a bag of 100 Denver mint quarters. You know, from the mint. These are uncirculated. Let me get over to my other view here. There we go. Let's see, 2026 D for Denver, and well, we're looking basically for mint issues. You know, double dies. You know, cuds maybe. That'd be nice. I hate these bags. Like the barbecue bags, you never get them open in one shot. I know there's one way works better than the other. It's always finding the one that works. Let's see. I have a microscope set up. It's a 4K microscope. There we go. You just got to find the right end. All right, this again. Denver quarters, Revolutionary War. I kind of like the design. It's the detail on the bottom is a little rough with the Revolutionary War, but other than that, it's a nice design. And well, I already went through the Philadelphia bag I have. I didn't find one issue. One was slightly off-centered. That was it. So hopefully we got, Denver screwed up somewhat. They screwed up. But we're going to go ahead and hunt them out. I do have my microscope view here, so you can get a close-up to see what's going on. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Please, say something in the chat. This will be recorded. If you want to check it out later. With all my hunts, I take my, I'll go back to the scene one again. I take all the stuff I find, I kind of put up here, by the flag, in the top left. And then I do a review at the end of the broadcast. So if you want to skip ahead during the, the recorded version, that's fine. Or, it will be toward the end. But we're going to do live today. And without any more delay, let's take a look at these beauties. I try not to bounce them around too much. These are uncirculated, from the bank. And hope that wasn't a good one. And yeah, let's do it. Oh, no, that's the bag. Thought I felt another coin in there. All right, look at these. They really are nice looking. So shiny. And I've noticed in the past, with my quarters, my uncirculated mint bag quarters, Denver seems to have a better quality coin than Philly. They clean the coins better. There's I don't know, the dies are a little bit more pronounced, cleaner dies, but we'll see how this goes. Let's jump right to the microscope. And please, if you want to see any other hunts in the future, let me know. I'm open to suggestions. I'm going to try my best to keep these coins face up, but as I grab them, they're going to pop up. All right, and whether upside down, right side up. And if I have to do any further looking into them, I'll do that as well. Let me just jump into my microscope view. And here we go. First one is looks pretty clean. If you do know of any issues with these new quarters, anything I should be keeping an eye out for, please let me know. I know that there's a lot of the die chips in the hat area up here were found. And if we find one, I don't know. We're going to have to do the hunt. So first one down. I'm just going to isolate these. Looking at the back first. The reverse. The coin techno nerds. See a nice hard clean strike. That little dot above the D, that's a little bit of staining from the mint, and it looks like a bag nick on the D as well. Nothing there. Again, we're looking for major issues, and not saying we're going to find any, but that's what the hunt is about. You know, checking for offset strikes, maybe die clash. That'd be nice. Nothing here. I said some may be upside down. It really doesn't matter. We're looking for issues with the coin itself. And if you have hunted the new quarters, if you found anything, let me know. These are really, I think they're showing up in circulation, but I'm not sure. Again, these are uncirculated from the mint. I could see the chat off to my right, so if somebody joins in, I will be able to see that. Let me just double check. Yep. Check my coin, make sure she's looking good on the viewer. Yeah, that looks good. All right. Let's see. I use this, it's actually an old cigarette box that I put duct tape on it. And I like it because you could bend back and forth. It's easier to see issues, and mostly for, finding, die clash. I mean, sometimes they pop right out, but other times you got to bend the coin to see the reflection on the field of the coin. So if you got a microscope, raise it up on a box of some sort. It really does help. I'll show you. I'll bring it closer to the viewer. Let's see the camera. All it is a cigarette box. It's old. Probably from a decade ago, and that's all I use. Works really well, and you don't have to try to pick the coin up to flip it. You can go right off the side. Let's go back to microscope. Get the boring stuff out of the way. And some people have asked, "What is that? What are you using?" And that's what I use. So far, nothing. Nothing there. Nothing there. Like I said before, Denver, if you're going to find a really high grade, mint state grade, like an MS 66 or 67, maybe 8, You're going to get it from the Denver Mint. Because the coins are really nicely made. Even though these were in a bag, they came up, they're looking really clean. To get an MS-66 or 67, basically the coin has to be flawless. And they do check the collar. So if you got a little nick in the collar, like up here, it's not going to grade as high. Yeah, they look for stuff. Well, clearly, they're graders. But, and then, the quality of the strike, all of that. But these are all, in my opinion, grading above, in a high mint state right now. So if I send them off to get graded, but honestly, I'd rather just keep them as is. Put them, roll them up as uncirculated Revolutionary War quarters, and just let dust settle on the rolls. I'll put them back in a bag. I'll just store the bags. You never know. Hey, nothing there. This coin, it'll be downgraded because of the neck on the eyebrow. Bag mark, a little bag mark up there. So, if you're into getting your coin graded, make sure you don't see anything. Make sure it's a nice clean strike. And check the rim. Make sure you check the collar. See, this one's a little off center. It's not an error. It happens. There's no real value to it. A little chatter, shadow by the smoke, or is that a tree by the building, the log cabin? Nothing there. Moving on. Nose damage. Those little lines on the hat. That's where those they put the hat, not a hat pin, but like a medal in there. For rank and all that. I believe that's what that's for. And I'm looking by the L. Yeah, I'm not gonna stare too hard at these. I'd like to find it. One with a nice big old cut in it. That'd be nice. A heavy die clash. Crap or die chips. All you guys are welcome. Oh, gals. A die chip can be a gal. I have no idea. That would be a die chick. I know, I'm corny. Nothing going on. No, don't see anything. Nasty bag nick. Something above the CAC initial. I don't know if that's a chip or what it is. It does seem to be raised. Could be a bag nick. It looks like the A, it's got a little bit of damage to it. Yeah, it probably looks like the reading of a coin. I hate when they get so close to detail like that. But that's probably what that is. You gotta play detective. I was saying earlier, the word revolutionary kind of gets lost in the design itself. I'm not crazy about. It almost looks like a machine doubling on Liberty. That's just a shadow that happens with the lighted microscopes. There's nothing there. Moving on. Yeah. Nothing there. Let me reach for the far corner here. Nice and clean. A little chip off the cheek. See, that would actually bring down grade right there. And a little scratch below 25 cents. A little nick in the collar. And up there. The rolled coins from the mint, depending on how they came out of the press, the minting process, they got banged together or what have you. But at least you eliminate the bag nick issues, from shipping. I don't really see much, but I could say for sure that it was from inside the bag or from the mint. This one looks really clean. Been looking for that one known mint issue with the die chip on the hat. They seem to be popping up a lot now. If you're gonna sell yours, sell it quick. I think you're gonna see a lot of them, like the Bessie Colemans with the airplane. There's a little off center, not horrible. So far, no grease issues I can see. I think it's too early. But then again, anything can happen. It is a nice looking coin. I think I like this profile of Washington better than that new side profile. Now let me know what you think. You agree? There's a hard nick and a collar on top. There's scratch in the field, there's scuffing. Moving on. A little off center, a little heavy on the bottom. Nothing there. There. Little notch taken out of the collar. Just look for that die clash. Hey, sometimes they could be so faint. I mean, a good clash die coin is definitely worth it. But if you do find one that has, evidence of a clash, it's worth putting aside. Just because. Is it going to make you rich? No. Excuse me. This looks like the details getting faint. Can't be a worn die yet. Oh, it could be. How many they made of these? I want to see if I can get a hold of some uncirculated dimes, 26 dimes. For some reason, the mint, they typically don't make them available from the mint. I don't know why. I mean, if I'm wrong, let me know. Correct me, please. But I haven't been able to find, like say, a bag of dimes and nickels from the mint. You get them in new rolls from the bank, but they were machine rolled by third party, what have you. But they're not from the mint, with the mint labeling and all that. And they're uncirculated, clearly, because they're all, newly rolled. But it's not the same. You get coins from the mint. It's a little bit different. I guess it's not too much different, but this seems more authentic. Hope that made sense. Put them here. Yeah, this is turning out to be a boring hunt. I wasn't expecting to see much, but you never know. Like I said, anything I do find that needs further inspecting will be put up here on the corner for my final review. Looking down, this looks like nothing going on here. Happen to peek at that. Almost looks like the log cabins are a little mushed up. I don't. It's a unicorn. I was referred to things you think you see. Unicorns. There goes one. Let's see. Did somebody jump in? Thought I saw the live feed chat. I'll go check real quick. Oh, Muscle Shell. How you doing? Yeah. Is that your way of saying this is boring? Well, you know what? I I love hunting. From the bank. Uh, pennies, nickels, whatever. It seems that when you hunt uncirculated mint bags, it can be boring unless you find something good. Then it makes it worth it. And you got to do it. No one's gonna look for them for you. And why not? Let's have at it. I just keep my eye out for the perfect specimen coin that'll get a high MS grading. This one's a little heavy on the top, a little off-centered, but I'm not saying it's common, but it's not worthy of any value. Put it that way. And maybe I'll go back to my nickel hunts. I still have quite a few rolls. The nickels can be boring too. It's like a penny hunch. It's like what is that? The box of chocolates. Just don't know what you're gonna get. Coin hunting can be boring. But it also can be exciting. Yeah. Die Clash? Nope. Moving on. Come on, someone had to have a crack in it. Like, uh-oh, I'm not finding anything. Let's see. Come on. Give me a grease strike. Nope. 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 Drop this glove. Get the fibers. What is going on? Nothing. There's something odd about the collar. Nothing. 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 Little, looks like a bag nick by the hat. It almost looks like there's a pin going through the hat. That's a reeded edge of a coin hitting it. At least that's my opinion. Ew, this is gonna get me. He's nicking his forehead. And go random in the middle here. You know, looking back, I noticed the G in God looks like a G. What a stupid design on the quarters. Everybody thinking they got a "In God We Trust." Who's the idiot who started that? But you know, the G was not designed well. This one is clear. That's a G. I want to see a little bit of fading of the E pluribus. Could be worn dyed somewhat. So I got the shadow and the R in revolutionary. The first R, that's just a shadow. It's not double. Right, moving on. Yeah, if you're new to my channel, if you want to say hello, please do. Hit the chat box. I will be doing another giveaway. I thought about doing it on this live feed. You know, for people who do comment on the feed or what have you. Just looking at that point of the hat. Has a little bit of marring going on. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to be pulling straws here looking for every little issue. It's a clear mid-era. See, here you don't see it. That's probably damage from the bag. Nothing. There's a damage along the collar on the top here. Nothing there. No die cracks yet. No chips, no cuts, no doubling. No cracks. Something with this glove. I wonder what it is. I don't see anything on it. I see dirt. It's from the. These are new gloves, actually. You pick up some staining from the coins. here. And if you have found, a type error or variety on these quarters, let me know. I'm kind of looking at everything, see if anything pops out. My son, he's coughing. I told him not to date that girl. Alright, moving on. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting much, but you never know. Nothing there. And the more I look at the revolutionary word on the bottom, the more I hate it. I hate the design. They could have feathered it in better or something. I brought the shadow out, the detail of George on the reverse, and or unless that's, I don't know if that's George or not. And just so the lettering stands out a little bit better. And let me know what you think. So far, nothing. And brought a little string with you. Get out of here, string. Shadowing. Again, that's from the microscope. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, if you're not a member of the Facebook group, I got U.S. coin collectors, hunters, I forget the name of it, but I'll put a link to the Facebook group below the video here when I do finally record it. Well, it will be recorded after the live. Wait a minute. No, I'm looking at that log cabin. Look like a crack in a die. Let's just see. I gotta now compare because that's standing out for some reason. Let's just see. No, it's there. And in the roof. I said you start seeing unicorns. Things are really not, they're not real. So far, nothing. What this glove? Nothing. I'll turn them around. This looks like a bad nick on that middle log cabin there. A scratch. I gotta get rid of this glove. I'm always looking at that middle log cabin. This looks like a crack on the roof, but it's not. That's showing up consistently. And it's gotta be a bigger crack than that to get my attention. It's not a crack. Like the line going through the M in unum. Nothing really there. Alright, moving on. Getting down to the bottom. Like a chip, not a chip, but a nick on the cheek. This is a little bit more off center, but of no significant I can say value. It's just it's not significant. It happens quite a lot. There's another one. Now if it was halfway up the coin, yeah. It's not the case. Alright, we got two more left. Fortunately, no varieties or errors that I spotted. You can comment on the video after the recording. Let me know if you found anything, or saying, tell me, hey, that was boring. Like, yeah. I think with the new technology, they could probably scan the coins better when after they're minted. If they see any issues, they get rejected. Instead of, relying on, quality control. There's another one off-centered, little sloppy, collar on the top. I mean, is that an error? No. Yeah, it's just, they're kind of perfect. Not perfect, they're just typical. And what can I say? It's a new hunt. It's a U.S. Mint, Denver. The tag they put on it. Semi-quincentennial. And that's it. And thanks for watching. If you're watching, Muscle Shell. This will be recorded. So if you want to check it out later, be my guest. And then below the video, you can comment. All right? And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. I promise there'll be a lot more exciting stuff than this. But you know what? I had to open up a fresh bag, do the hunt, get it all on video, and offer it live, which makes it kind of exciting. I say that gently, very gently. And I just want to say thanks again. If you were watching, I appreciate you being here with me. And this is Gary. I'm signing off from Gary's Coin Channel, the live hunt. You take care, and we'll see